Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good Sunday. If you missed it a little bit earlier today, I uploaded my review of the morning cartoons from the Kringle soy candle line, the same line that this fragrance, which is called Apple Love, is from. If you missed that video, in the description box down below, I will link the first review of the day, and I will also link where you can purchase Kringle candles. I'll put my discount code information down there, so you are welcome to use that. Please know it is an affiliate discount code, so don't use that if you are not comfortable with them. And let's get into Apple Love, you guys. This, I think, is going to be a somewhat polarizing fragrance. I don't know that everyone is going to love Apple Love. I do. But it's an interesting apple fragrance, you guys. Right now, the Daylight is already sold out for this one. So if you picked it up, let me know what you think of this fragrance. It is so interesting. The Soy Blend 3-wick is available, as is the 2-wick large jar, which is what you see here. The wax melts are still available, as well as the medium soy. So yeah, you guys, when I stuck my nose into this, it's so interesting. It's really not like any other apple fragrance that I have ever smelled before. So let's get into the description here. There is nothing quite like the sweet smell of Mama's fall baking. The combination of apples, elderberries, and sugared fruits will make you feel right at home. Your top notes here are sweet apple, elderberries, and lemon. Your mid notes are cane sugar, tangerine, and farm stand blackberries. And your base is strawberry, pomegranate, and cherry blossom. This is so interesting, you guys. It is an apple scent. You definitely smell apple when you open the jar. But all of those other notes are very much in here, and it lends to the most interesting, slightly tangy apple fragrance. By the way, if you missed it in the first video, Alf is in the room with me. He is asleep in my lap and he snores. So the snoring that you're hearing, it's Alf. Sorry about that. So this is definitely a very sweet apple. The type of apple note I feel is, it's either like a Cosmic or Honeycrisp, like those really sweet, juicy, crunchy apples. That's the type of apple note here for sure. I get that elderberry for sure. I have consumed a lot of like elderberry candies and elderberry syrup. Your elderberries are kind of big for, like, you know, building up your immune system, yada yada. I don't know that I buy into all that, but I consume them in their various in the various formats in the hopes to build my immune system in the winter months. But you also get that lemon in here. You get blackberries, you get tangerine, you get strawberry, you get pomegranate. They almost don't smell like top, mid, or base notes to me, because you can smell all of them. It's like they're all top notes. They're just all there. And that cherry blossom is really interesting because there is a slight floral touch to this. It's not super crazy strong floral, but it is definitely floral. The citrus that's in here it brings out like this really nice brightness, because you've got the citrus in the lemon and you've also got it in that tangerine that's in here. And it's really pleasant. And it brightens that apple note up a little bit more, I guess you could say. I do want to let you guys, this is a very sweet scent. And I think that the sweetness of this, combined with maybe that floral touch, that might throw people off a little bit. I think for me, this is an apple scent that is just a little bit more out there. I've never smelled an apple fragrance quite like this one, but I really like it. Apple scents to me in the fall I limit them mostly to the month of September. To me, like, September has always been apple picking season, and October is pumpkin season, right? Like, I mean, I definitely bust out some pumpkins in September and will consume some pumpkin fragrances, but like September is really the only month for me personally where apple is like quote unquote appropriate, or when I really like it, I guess I should say. You can burn apple stuff year round. I don't care what you do, but for me, I'm just like very specific with when I want apple smells going off in my house. But this one, I'm even enjoying now because it has like the lemon and the tangerine and the, it's got the blackberries in there and the strawberry and even that pomegranate probably, but mostly the strawberry. Like it also, like it has summer smells, right? Like strawberry to me is a very summer fragrance. Tangerine to me is a very summer fragrance. Blackberries, typically loving those in the summer, right? So I don't know, this is fascinating. I really like this one, you guys. It is definitely different. It's a very interesting, unique take on apple, and I cannot wait to hear what other people think of this one. I really like it. I see myself purchasing a backup of this one for sure. Now, I will say the strength and throw of this one is definitely better than the morning cartoons. This is more in line with what I'm used to in terms of strength and throw from the 2-wick soy candles. It's right at about like a 6.5, not quite a 7 in terms of strength, and probably it travels a little bit further. So I would put it at a 7 for throw. Like, this certainly does a good job of traveling through the downstairs of the house, which is where I have been burning both of these candles predominantly. It travels a little bit further. I've had this in my entryway. I've also had it in the kitchen. I can smell it much better in the entryway, but that's kind of where my fragrance vortex is. I have, now let me just tell you this, for both of these candles, I have had them in my Chester small hurricane. I do think the Kringle soy candles do very well in a hurricane, and if you have one that you love, I would encourage you to utilize a hurricane with all of your candles, really. I do think they help to improve the strength and throw quite a bit. I don't think it has to necessarily be a fancy hurricane. I do think it's important to have a little bit of airflow around your candles. So if the glass of your hurricane is very close to the glass of your candle, I would watch that a little bit. Your candles can, I guess, like overheat. Like, you don't want them to get too intense to where your wax pool like goes crazy. But I do think that a hurricane is a great option to intensify the strength and throw a little bit if you're struggling with that. That being said, this one, I don't think I need it in a hurricane. It just gives it just a little bit more oomph for me. So that being said, this one is 2 thumbs up. The first thumb for being very interesting and unique. The second thumb up is definitely just, it's what I'm used to in terms of strength and performance. By the way, neither candle has had any issues. Hold on, I have to boot him off my lap here while I flip this candle around. Neither candle has had any issues with discoloration, so there's no sooting. I typically show you guys that. There's no sooting with this soy formula. The wax stays this white the whole way down. This is why I love this formula. Is this the strongest candle in the world? No. No, it's not. But I can always smell them. And the blends are really, really beautiful. So even if some of the fragrances are a little bit more subtle, I just appreciate the clean burn, because burning candles, no matter which company, over time does accumulate in your house. So I think burning the cleanest burning candles is a really great place to start. So for me, that's why I don't really love the paraffin. Paraffin, I don't think burns very cleanly. At least it has not for me in the past. So yeah, but the wax is always clean. I never have to worry about this. I can leave these candles lit for hours, you guys. Typically the Kringle soy candles, I leave them lit anywhere from like 4 to 5 hours easily. Like I don't have to worry like I do with the Bath and Body Works or even with my Homeworx. Like, I mean, we all know with some of the Homeworx, you have to watch them. After about 2 or 3 hours, you need to make sure that your wicks aren't starting to lean or that the wicks aren't getting too long and starting to like topple over because of that. But yeah, this soy, it just goes. I have been trimming the wicks. Now, let me just address that really quickly. I trim the wicks to, God, I don't even know what I would, like they're not nubs. There's definitely, it's a very good amount of wick that's left, but where it starts to kind of curl at the top, I nip that part off. So the wicks all pretty much burn exactly the same. So when you see that little piece that kind of just at the very top starts to like want to like bend over a little bit, I snip that part off, and then that leaves me with the perfect length of wick to light up the next go around. So all right, you guys, I think that's all I want to say about Apple Love. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out the description box down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. I really appreciate it. And there are more of these Kringle fall release reviews to come. So make sure that you're subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.